Good morning and welcome to a new episode on my channel, a new episode of Vlogmas, episode 3 I think we are right now. Again, thank you so much for the love on my latest episode, which is when I took you along with me on my little weekend to Oslo, and a very yarny weekend in Oslo. And yeah, it's been fantastic to read your comments and chat with you in the comments. And so yeah, thank you very much for that. Today I am starting another vlog, episode 3 of Vlogmas, like I said, and we are in Scotland. We are home finally. It is good to be home. As much as our times in Copenhagen and Oslo were good and really nice, it is also very good to just be home. And yeah, so I think for this video, I'm gonna film over the next few days and just take you along with me on things that I do that are either knitting related or Christmas related, starting today. First of all, just excuse the tired face and the weird voice possibly. I'm recovering from a cold. But yeah, we're good, all good. So today, I have some Christmas things to do today. We are very, very behind on our Christmas season setup in this house. We usually put up the Christmas tree on the 1st. We start opening Advents on the 1st, but because we were traveling on the 1st of December, but because we were traveling, we didn't do that. And then we came back on Monday, and now it's Thursday, but we just needed a couple of days. First of all, I wasn't feeling so well, and then I had like work to do and things to catch up on. So we're only starting to do the Christmas things today. Starting with, for me, setting up Kyle's advent calendar. So this is my priority for the day, and this is what I will be taking you along with me for today. Every year, Kyle and I give or make each other an advent calendar. So usually Kyle gives me an advent calendar and I make him one. And yeah, I need to do this today. But first I thought I would show you what my advent calendars are this year. The one that Kyle gifted me is the Along avec Anna one. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's an advent calendar. It's not like a mini skein where you open a little package every week. It's not like 24 mini or anything. It's 4 bags, one for each week of Advent before Christmas. And in each bag there's 1 or 2 balls of Along avec Anna yarn, and then a pattern, and then I think a little goodie as well. I haven't opened mine at all yet, so I thought I would do this with you. I'm going to open the first 2 because I think we're in the second week of Advent. But of course, this video will come to you like in, I guess, the 3rd week of Advent. So if you have the same Advent calendar, you probably will have opened it already. But obviously, if you don't want to see, don't watch. So I'm going to start with this. So they're really beautifully presented. Let me show. You get these little bags. So I've got four of them, but I'm just going to open 1 and 2. They're the same, you just have the little tag that's different. And so let's open week 1. Ooh. So she had 2, you could choose 2 color palette option. One was more like autumnal and one was more wintry. I picked the autumnal one because if you know me, you know those are more my colors. And so let's see the pattern that we got. Oh, that's very cute. That's very cute. Look at that. It's a pattern for little ornaments. I have decided this year that I'm not gonna knit my Advent throughout December necessarily, because I found that in the past I've tried to do that, but obviously it's a lot more knitting that I was able to do every day, and then I end up carrying it into January, and then when in January I wanted to start something new and something fresh, and it was sort of, I don't know, towards the end it wasn't very pleasant. So this year I'm just opening them, having fun opening my Advents, and then, or this Advent anyway, and then I will knit, maybe I'll knit the patterns provided, maybe I'll keep the yarn for something else, but yeah, this is what I'm doing. So, oh, this is very cute. And then the yarn is these 2 balls of like a gold and a creamy white. This is her double merino. Yeah, double merino. Along avec Anna yarn, I have used it before. I've made the Pullover in her merino and mohair, and it's really, really nice, like really nice. It's one of the only mohair that I can tolerate personally. I find mohair to be very itchy. So yeah, and to me is similar in quality to Knitting for Olive yarn. So the white one is the shade Colombe, which means dove, along avec Anna. Anna, the woman who owns and runs the brand, is French, so even though she lives in the UK. So the names of her colors are in French, and the golden yellow is called Trésor, which means treasure. And yeah, it's very beautiful. And then is there something else? Yes, there's a little pin that says the knit before Christmas. That is very cute. All right. Oh, very, very cute. I like the little ornaments. I feel like I'm a bit late to start knitting on this, but I would definitely keep this. I'm definitely going to keep this pattern for next year, I think, or maybe throughout the year. I'm going to use my scraps and knit little ornaments to have for the Christmas tree next year. And then week 2 is, the patterns is called the Snuggle Socks. It's like a lovely sock, vanilla sock with a ruffle. The yarn is a combination of the merino, so fingering weight, and the silk mohair. This is the shade Tomate, which I don't know that there's a translation in English, to be honest. It's like a warm terracotta kind of pink, and yeah, it's really pretty. That's the yarn that I used to make my slip over. I actually have a little bit left over, although this would be a different dialogue, but yeah, very pretty. I don't know that I'm gonna make the socks, or maybe not for myself anyway, because I'm not a big fan of ruffles, but I will definitely keep the pattern because I might make it at some point for someone else. And then the little gift is a pretty little stitch marker / progress keeper with a bit of holly. Oh, this is very cute. I'm very, very happy. Like, I know the yarn. To me, it was nice because I know along avec Anna yarn, I have used it before. I know that I love it. And also the colors that she's including is like colorways that exist in her shop already. So I knew that I liked the colors. I don't have the like the mystery of like a regular Advent, I guess, which, you know, like I've been lucky last year. I really, really liked it, but I know that you always take a risk, right? Not liking the colors. And yeah, and then also having a lot of mini felt a bit overwhelming for me this year. So I'm really, really pleased with this option. And I might definitely do that again next year. And yeah, and then I have another Advent yarn thingy that I've showed you in my Oslo video, and it is a self-striping sock by the Yarn Badger, which is who's a dyer based in the UK, and she does one of those like a stripe a day Advent sock yarn. And so I've knitted a little bit on mine. I am a bit behind. I need to do yesterday, so day 6, and today day 7, but this is what it's looking like so far. And I think it's very lovely. I like it a lot. It's been funny too, because I've seen some people post, like they have this and they've posted on Instagram, and they've wound the yarn so that in such a way that they're starting at the other end from me, so their colors are completely different because they have the other end of the ball, which I think is really fun. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. I was thinking I might want to count, because it seems like each stripe is 4 to 5 rounds. And if I look at the socks that I have and I know like how many rounds I do in total, like for the leg and the foot, I might be able to figure out if I'm actually going to be using 24 colors. And if not, I might like make the leg a bit longer or something like that to make sure that I use 24 colors. But yeah, I like it a lot. It's really fun. So yeah, I'm a bit behind on that, but that's okay. I'm not stressing out about it at all. Also, a stripe goes really quickly. Anyway, that is all I have. This is my Advent for this year. I'm really looking forward to opening more of my Along avec Anna Advent and to keep knitting on my Yarn Badger Advent. And yeah, it's really fun. It takes a lot of the stress out, I find, to do it this way, which I'm really happy about. I've rambled for like 10 minutes already, so I need to get going. So like I said, today my main goal is to get Kyle's Advent calendar set up. I have the like I will show you in a minute when I set it up, but I have sort of like the container bit ready. Like that's one that I've been reusing for a few years. I just need to go and get the stuff to put in the advent calendar. I have my list, and so yeah, I'm gonna get the car, and we're gonna go to like a shopping, like an outdoor shopping center, and I think I will find everything I need there. I need to go to Waterstones, which if you're not in the UK, Waterstones is a bookshop, because I need to get a few books for that, and then I need to go to like a supermarket to get a few bits, but I will take you along with me. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Hello again, quickly. We have everything that we need. I went to the supermarket and I found what I needed. I went to Waterstones and I found what I needed, and then I drove to like another place, to a tea shop, to get the Christmas tea that I always get every year for Kyle for Christmas. I mean, we both drink it, but yeah, it's a bit of a Christmas special, and usually it lasts us into January. It's really tasty, so I like it. So we are all good. I'm gonna drive home now because it is I think it's like past 12 or something, and it's lunchtime. Kyle is waiting for me to have lunch, and then this afternoon I will assemble the advent calendar. I need to print off a few things, and then I just need to set it up. So I will take you along with me when I set it up, and I will show you all the stuff that I'm planning to put in the calendar, and yeah, it will be fun, and hopefully you find it fun too. Hello again, it is the afternoon, and I am all ready to set up Kyle's advent calendar. I've got all the stuff that I need, I've packaged it in the way that I want, and so now I need to set up the frame, and so this is what I'm going to show you. So I'm out of breath for some reason. We're also joined by two of the cats. So here is here is Luna. She's the youngest of our cats. She's 7. She's very social and very chatty, so you will definitely hear her meow. And then over there is Watson, or Dr. Watson, but we call him Watson. He's the oldest one of our cats. We have a third one, but she's somewhere else. And yeah, he's a bit of a grandpa. He's 16 years old, and yeah, he's probably gonna nap the whole time. But yeah, so the advent calendar, I made the frame, or like the container, I guess, for Kyle's advent calendar, I made myself 4 years ago, in like 2020. This year is the 4th Christmas that we're using it, and it was inspired, it's made out of crochet and wool, or like I think probably acrylic, and yeah, I made that before I knew how to knit. And basically it looks like this. I'm going to show you a picture and then I'll show you the in details, but it looks like this. And so the way I made this is I crocheted little stockings like this. So there are 4 different kinds. Let me see if I can find. So there's this one with the dark, like folded cuff. There's this one with the fluffy cuff and the pom-poms here. And then there's this one, which is more simple. And then there's this one, the all red one with the fluffy bit. And this is a pattern, I believe this is a free pattern. I will link it in the description box below. That was originally designed to gift card, like you can put a gift card in there and yeah, just to give like gift cards or gift vouchers. But I thought it was really cute, and so I made 6 of each of the 4 designs. So I have 24, and 3 yarns, like the red and the beige are I think the same. I think they're probably like king coal or something. I don't remember. I'm gonna look if I put it on Ravelry, but because it was before I knew how to knit, I don't know if I was using Ravelry already. And then some fluffy yarn, but you can use whatever you like, honestly. And yeah, and so the way that I do things, so I have 24 of these, and then I have these, they're all like rolled together now, but they're like wooden dowels of different length that I just cut myself. Like I bought it at it's B&Q here, it's a hardware store. I bought it and I cut it to the size that I wanted, and then they are tied together with just some string, like whatever you have is fine. And then I will slide little stockings on each. I have a picture, I took a picture the first year I did it, so I know which stocking goes where, because I remember really thinking so that it would look nice, and I don't want to have to do that thinking like every year. So I took a picture, well, the picture that I showed you, and I'm just gonna do it the exact same way. And then around the frame of the tree, or like the triangle, I usually wrap, this is just like string lights or like fairy lights. So I just wrap this so then we can light it up, and it's very cute. So this is what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna set this up first, and then I will show you what I have to put in the stockings, and yeah, that will be that. So let's set up the main frame first, and then we're gonna hang it on the wall here. We don't really have anything on this wall. This is the door to our bedroom, to the hallway. You can see our laundry basket, that's very nice. So yeah, we're gonna hang it here, and yeah, usually in the morning when we wake up, Kyle like turns on the fairy lights on the tree, and then he looks into the stocking of the day before getting up. So yeah, or like just as he gets up, and yeah, it's really fun. So let's do this. Alright, so the calendar is all set up. It's always so much fun to do this. And yeah, so we've got the stockings are on. It looks like a tree, or I guess like a triangle. The lights are on, which is good because I remembered halfway through wrapping the lights around that I hadn't checked if their lights were still working, but thankfully they're still working. And yeah, so now it's time to fill all the stockings, and I'm going to show you what I got. I'm not going to show them in order because I don't know exactly what the order is. I have it in a file on my iPad because you will see there are some things that don't fit in stockings. So in that case, I usually just put a little note. Let me see. Like I put like little notes like this that I just wrap, fold and just put in the stockings, and then like the actual little present itself is like where the note says to go. So yeah, so let's see, in no particular order, we've got a calendar for next year, 2024 calendar. He asked for a duck calendar because he likes ducks. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find one, so I found this one with the garden birds. It's from it's from RSPB. RSPB is in the UK, it's the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds or something like this. So yeah, and we have a shared garden we live in a flat in a building, but we have a shared garden for everybody. And then there's lots of little birds that come here, and then we live really close to a park where there's also lots of little birds. So we always really very much enjoy watching them. And then yeah, that way we'll see what the birds are. Then we've got a couple of Christmas illustrated children's book. We really love this. We have a good collection now. The illustrations in these are always so beautiful. Like, it's really a work of art. And hold on, I'm hearing Lily meow, and I don't know if she wants to come in here or in Kyle's office. I don't know. So these are the ones I picked up this morning at Waterstones. So there's the Frost Goblin, which looks really nice. I like the art a lot. And then we've got the Robin Who Stole Christmas. So yeah, so we have a bunch of these, and yeah, usually we just, I guess, read them to each other at night. It's kind of nice. We enjoy that. I also have, Kyle really likes Legos, and every year Lego creates a new Christmas ornament set. So we have plenty already for the Christmas tree, which you'll see when we decorate the tree, but these are the ones for this year. So I got that. Kyle also, speaking of ducks, I had found this little guy when I was in Copenhagen, so I got this for the tree as well, for the Advent as well. I've got tea cakes. Kyle really likes these. I don't know if you have these outside of the UK and Canada. Maybe not. It's like a little rounded cake. I think there's like a biscuit at the bottom, and then marshmallow, and everything is covered in chocolate cakes, chocolate. Personally, I don't really like them, but Kyle does, and we only get them at Christmas, so I'll put 2 in 3 different stockings. So that will do 3 days. The Christmas tea that I bought this morning, this one is really tasty. So we have this, and then I went to Hotel Chocolate, or Hotel Chocolat, I don't know, this morning, and found a box of 6 little chocolate penguins. So I divided them into 2 little baggies, and that's going to be in 2 stockings. And then Kyle is really into coffee. Like, he's really interested in coffee and trying out coffee from all over the place and things like that. And so when we were in Oslo, there was this coffee roaster who had a Christmas blend, so I got him a bag. So obviously this and the books and everything the tea even doesn't fit in the stockings. So in that case, I'll put a note, like one of the little notes I showed you before, and say, look under the tree, or look by the kettle, or look by the coffee machine, or look on your desk, or something like that. So we have that. And then I got him as well some gum for one day. And then okay, so his favorite like sweet or chocolate, I'm not really sure. It's M&Ms. I don't know, like peanut M&Ms. I don't know if you count this as a sweet or chocolate. He really, really loves it. And so every year I get a bag and then I separate the colors. Excuse the ruffling noise. And so there's 6 colors, so I make 6 little bags for 6 days in the calendar. And so with the little text, so the yellows are always Christmas lights, that's the yellow ones. The green ones are Christmas tree seeds. I found inspiration for all of this on Pinterest, by the way. I'm not like a creative genius or anything. The red ones are Rudolph's Nose Repair Kit. The orange one are snowman noses. The brown one are reindeer noses, and I put a red one always in this one for Rudolph. And then, this is my favorite, it's so silly, but it makes me laugh every time. The blue ones are penguin poops. I think that's so funny. And yeah. And then, like I said, he really likes Legos, and so over the past few years, he's collected like Christmas-themed mini figurines. So I don't count these as like a gift for a specific day, but usually I just put them in like various stockings along with whatever is supposed to go in there anyway. And then yeah, so that's a little extra present. And then after he displays them, and then after Christmas he just like puts them away, so kind of forgets that they exist, or like forgets what he has. So this is all the batch from last year, and then there's these 3 as well for this year. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have. There's a couple of things that are not going in the stockings, but because we're gonna go places. One of them, for example, the Botanic Garden in Edinburgh does a really, really nice like music and like a sound and light show in the garden. Like you walk a certain way and then the trees are illuminated in a certain way. It's really beautiful. We go every year. It's a bit of a tradition. And so on that day, for example, because we know when we're gonna go, we got our tickets, I'm gonna put this in it, a warm beverage at the Botanic Garden, so that on the day there's all food trucks and everything, I'll get him like a hot chocolate or a coffee or something. So yeah, that is what we've got. And now I need to put everything in the calendar itself. So like I said, what fits into the stockings is going to go into the stockings. What doesn't fit into the stockings is going to stay in a bag in my office/studio room, which is a room in our flat where Kat doesn't really go. So it can stay hidden, it can stay a secret. And then I will put a little note instead. So, and then usually, like I said, I have a file with like the dates, like on what date, like what he gets on what date, so that every night before going to bed, I check the next day. And then if it's something that, like, let's say it's the coffee, and I'm the note in the calendar says find it by the coffee maker, then once I'm sure that he's not getting up again in the evening or like at night, then I will go and put the gift there, so he finds it in the morning. So yeah, that is how we do advent calendars. We've done it ever since we've known each other. It's always been fun. I've made the calendar here. Like I said, it's the 4th Christmas we're using it. It's the 4th Christmas that we celebrate in this flat, which is the first flat that we bought together. It's really like our home. And yeah, I made this the first year I learned to crochet. And then right after making this, I learned to knit. And then knitting took over my life. And I'm not, like, I know how to crochet, but I don't crochet very often anymore. But yeah, and he was really happy. He had absolutely no idea that I was making this for him. I was working like in my studio, just like, I think he thought I was just working on my job or whatever, but I was making these in secret. And then one day I was like, oh, you can't come into the bedroom, I need to do your advent calendar, which he knew that, like, he knew by now that he was getting an advent calendar. He'd gotten one like the first couple of years already, that we'd been living here and all of this, but he had no idea that it was going to look this way. And I remember he was like so like surprised and happy, and yeah, very grateful. He, like, I enjoy making things for him. Like, he really appreciates it, so it's really nice. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go and fill those stockings, and then we will be done. I think that, like, once I filled the stockings, that is where I will leave you for today. What I would need to do next is I am currently knitting a pair of penny gloves for a friend as a gift, and I see her tomorrow night. I'm almost done with the second mitten, but I really want to finish it tonight so I can block it tomorrow. I might just steam block it because I don't know that I'll have time for it to, I don't know that there'll be enough time for it to dry, but I really need to do this tonight. So after we're done with this, I have a little bit of admin work to do, and then I'm gonna knit and finish these. And yeah, that will be the end of the day. So I guess I will see you later. Hello and welcome back. It is Friday today, and I thought I would take you along with me for a little bit because we are about to put up the Christmas tree. I'm actually just waiting for Kat to finish a bit of work to get the tree, and I thought while I do that I would show you the ornaments that we have. So we use a fake tree, like a plastic Christmas tree, just because to us it feels a bit safer with the cats than having like a real tree. So we have one that we've been using for the past like 3 or 4 years now, and it's still looking great. It's just the right size, and the cats are interested in it, but they never, like, they don't climb it or anything like that. So it's been working great for us so far. And then the decorations that we have, obviously we also had to sort of make them cat proof, so we don't have any bobbles that would break, but instead this is what we use. So let me see, I've grabbed all the boxes and I don't exactly remember what is what, but so this is box number 1, and this is just right, okay, so it's just lights. We have 2, I don't know how long they are, and they plug in, and I think they came with remotes, which I don't know where they are because they're not in the box, but that doesn't matter very much. And then we have this. So this I know is ornaments that we made, like dried oranges and like little bundles of cinnamon and star anise, I think is what it's called. Yeah, we have a bunch of them, and I think we made them like 2 years ago. I think this is the 3rd Christmas that we're going to use them, and honestly they've kept really, really well. They still smell quite strongly, which is really nice. And yeah, we're keeping them in a biscuit tin the rest of the year in like a dry place, and yeah, they've been holding up really well. It's not very difficult to make, but if we don't have to remake them, that's also good. So we have that, and then, oh, I hear bells in there. I don't think we're using them, but in this box we have, which is just like a shoe box, we have little like animal ornaments. This was in Kyle's advent calendar this year, like this little guy. We're kind of collecting this, so I think every year we're trying to buy like a little felt animal like this. We have this, I think that Kyle made when he was a kid. Like maybe the things that you make at school. I don't know, we don't have a lot, but we're fine with what we have. We've got this guy, and then we have a bunch of Lego ones as well. So like we've got like a bear, a present, and yeah, I think I mentioned like when I was talking to you yesterday and doing the advent that Lego comes out with boxes of 2 every year, and so we have them for the past maybe like 3 years, because we have 6, and then yeah, that'll be the one from this year. So that's also for the tree. I think that's most of what we have for the tree. And then we also have this that Kyle built and that we put on the inside of our front door because yeah, we live in like an apartment building, and so I don't know. I mean, even if we lived in a house, I guess like I like wreath on the inside because then we get to see them more. And then we have sorry for all the noise. Little stockings that I'd made a couple of years ago now. I just sewn this. It was a free tutorial on how to sew these by, I think her name is Lauren Johnson. She has a YouTube channel and she does a lot of sewing. And yeah, if I find it again, I'll put the link down below. And so I'd made, I think I have 6 or 8 in these 2 colors. And then we had found on Etsy, I think, these things that you can just slide on the mantelpiece. Like you just slide them like this. And then you can hang the stocking here. So yeah, that's, I think they're like 3D printed or something. So we have that for our fireplace. These are just decoration. We don't usually fill them with anything, but yeah, it's quite fun. And I think that is all that we have. So let's go get the tree out of storage and let's get started. Hi again, it is the same day. I'm just getting ready because we're going to meet some friends tonight for Christmas dinner. They're having us at their place, and I thought I would just chat with you for a minute. If I can get the earring in. Yep, there we go. Just a bit of a yarny chat because I realized that I haven't been talking a lot about yarn and knitting. You will have seen us put us the Christmas tree. I'm so glad that this is done. It's starting to really feel festive, which is really nice. It's really exciting because up until now, I knew it was December, I knew Christmas was coming, but with the 2 trips that we had and then catching up on work when you come back from trips and things like that, it didn't really feel super festive just yet. So I'm really glad that the tree is up. I'm really pleased with how it looks. It feels all nice and cozy. The cats are, for now, completely uninterested, so that's good. Hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, so oh sorry. So just a little bit of yarny chat that I wanted to, a few things I wanted to catch you up on. I mentioned previously that I was knitting on a pair of penny gloves. I think I only showed a tiny bit when I was in Oslo because I just started it, but that it was a gift for the friend I'm actually going to see tonight. And so I finished those yesterday and I thought I would show them to you. This is one, and this is the other. I mean, it's a fairly straightforward pattern. I'm not going to put them on because I don't want to stretch them out or anything, but I'm very, very pleased with how that pair came out. I'm using, the yarn is John Arbon Alpaca Supreme, the sport weight, because I think they also have a heavier weight, maybe a DK or Aran, in the shade Quartz. and yeah, it's so soft, like really soft. And these are a leftover that I have from a headband that I made last year that I wear all the time, that I absolutely love. And yeah, I had plenty of time, plenty of yarn left to make a pair of penny gloves. So this is what I did. That took about 40 grams of yarn, and I really like them, and I kind of want to make some for myself, but I don't have enough yarn left now. So yeah, I might just get some more yarn for it, or just do it in another yarn, but they're actually really nice. Yeah, I really like them, and I hope my friend will be pleased with them as well. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this somehow. I think I'm just gonna like tie a bow around that, and then I have this sort of fabric ribbon that has a little bit of glitter in it, and then I have this little card that I made, a gift tag with this stamp. You might recognize it. It's by Katie Green Bean. She makes really lovely art, and some of it is available as a stamp, so I used this one. And then on the back I just write what it's made of, and then like washing and drying instructions. So yeah, I'm gonna do that in a minute. Oh, I see the ink is maybe not fully dry. I have to be careful. And then I got this little bag yesterday, just to, instead of using wrapping paper, and for her partner we got some coffee from Norway, because he really likes coffee as well, just like Kai. Like, they usually order together from different coffee roasters, and yeah, so we thought we would get that, and just for the two of them, as a thank you for hosting us for Christmas dinner. So that was that. Another thing that I wanted to chat with you is that I realized I forgot to show you something that I bought in Oslo. It's not more yarn, but it is yarn related, and it is this. This is the hardware for the winter clutch by Petite. So this is the frame. I also got the chain, and then I also got the lining. And I'm really glad that I found this in Norway. I found all of this in Garntopia, because it's really hard to find in the UK. Not many shops stock like Petite knit hardware like this. And the reason I bought this is because my sister's getting married next year in June, but she lives in the south of France. That's where most of my family lives, or like most of my immediate family lives. And yeah, in June in the south of France, I'm not gonna knit myself like a cardigan or a sweater, or like a big like woolly shawl or something to wear, because it's gonna be way too hot, especially for me. Like, I like the cold. I do not fare well with the hot weather, like hot temperature. Like, if you go past like 20, 25, you've lost me. And then, especially living in Scotland, I'm very much used to the cold all the time. So going back to France when I go and visit is always a bit of a shock, and it requires a bit of adjustment. And yeah, so all that to say that I think a shawl or a cardigan is maybe going to be a bit too warm, or it's going to be too warm there for me to wear that. But I still wanted to wear something, I still wanted to knit something with it, and I thought knitting a clutch would be really nice. So I got the hardware now. I don't have the wool yet, because I need to pick out fabric for the dress. I'm going to sew my own dress. And my sister has given, like, not instruction, but like a mood board and a color palette to use for inspiration. I'm in the wedding party, I guess obviously because she's my sister. I'm the witness, so like, along with the bridesmaids, we have to follow, like, she'd like us to follow a certain color palette. And so I didn't want to buy the yarn until I picked the fabric, just because I want a yarn that matches it as much as possible. And I think I will go for Knitting for Olive, because they have a lot of colors, and I think I'm pretty sure I'll find the color that I need. And I saw recently that Laura Penrose made a winter clutch as well for a wedding, funnily enough, and in Knitting for Olive, and I think she used only one ball of each, like one ball of the merino and one ball of the mohair. So yeah, that is what I meant to say. I have the frame now, I have all the hardware, so I know that I have it. I'm not going to struggle to find it in the UK when the time comes. And then once I have found the fabric for my dress and also the pattern for my dress, because I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna make a maxi dress. But yeah, once I've found the fabric, and I'll show it to my sister, make sure she's okay with the colors and the patterns and whatever, then I can find yarn for the clutch. So that is that. And yeah, I think that's kind of all the yarny chat that I had. I don't know if I sorry about the crinkling of the paper. I don't know, I think I showed my Advent socks yesterday, and I haven't really knit on it yesterday. I'm maybe actually 2 days behind now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just started day 6 yesterday. And I don't know what day is today. Today's the 8th. So yeah, I need to do 6, 7, and 8. But my priority was really to finish the penny glove, so I'm glad I did that. And now we still have a little bit of time before we have to go tonight, so I think I'm just going to sit on the couch and knit. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Oh, maybe I can show you my stitch markers that I'm using. I mean, you've probably seen them before, but I'm using 2 of the markers of my Christmas tree stitch marker set. This is one, and this is the other. There's a lot of we've gained a lot of new, oh, I need to talk about that too. We've gained a lot of new subscribers through Vlogmas, so welcome. First of all, a very warm welcome if you're new to the channel. And also, I don't think I've mentioned in Vlogmas, I mention usually in my podcast, my job, my full-time job, I run a shop, Bobbles and Berries, where I make embroidered project bags and also embroidered stitch markers. And so these are some of my stitch markers. I think the shop will be closed by the time you see this video, so maybe that's not really interesting for you at this point, but yeah, that's what I do. I'm gonna close, and I'm not gonna close the shop for the holiday. I'm gonna take a break because I need a bit of vacation. I think I only took a couple of weeks this year, and I needed a little break, but I need a rest. But the shop will be kind of open in the sense that if you wanted to order something, you can. It just won't be made and sent to you until January when I reopen the shop. So yeah, that's that. But if you want to order things, you can. And yeah, oh, I had something that I wanted. Oh yes. Oh no, what is it? Oh, something that I wanted to say. Oh, I can't remember now. Okay, it'll come back to me eventually, I think. Yeah, I think that's all the yarny chat that I had for you right now. I'm gonna go and say, oh no, I remember now. Another thing that I was thinking about is that I realized when we came back from Oslo, funnily enough, that, and I went to unpack my suitcase, that I had given absolutely zero thought to where all the yarn I bought was gonna be stored. Like nothing. I just had not even thought about this whatsoever. And so now I'm in a bit of a pickle, as you would say, because I have all this yarn and I'm not gonna knit it like over the next 2 weeks, obviously, because there's a lot of it, and so I need to store it properly. Like I can't just have it's in a pile right now in the corner. I can't just have it like that full time. So yeah, I need to do something about it. And so I thought maybe not in this video but in the next we could organize my yarn together, if that's something you'd be interested in. Just have a look at what I have. A lot of it has project assigned to it, so that's good. But also sort of figure out where it goes. Like I have shelves, I have a pegboard, you might see it a little bit in the corner here. I have like a wooden chest that I can store things in, but I think I need to put all the yarn that hasn't been knit yet sort of in the middle of the room, have a good look through it, and then figure out where to store it in a good organized way that doesn't stress me out, because right now all the yarn that I bought from Oslo is stressing me out a little bit because it's in a place where it doesn't belong and I need to find a place. So maybe in my next vlog, which will be the last Vlogmas, we can spend an afternoon and do that together. Yeah, that is all I have to say for now, so I will leave you here for now. I don't think I will film tomorrow on Saturday because yeah, I think it's just going to be a chill day, a day off, nothing very interesting. But I may film on Sunday because I'm spending the day with 3 other knitty friends. They're all podcasters, you probably know them. and we're gonna go to Ginger Twist, which is my local yarn shop. They have just moved to a new location, a much bigger location, and so they have more yarn and they have fabric and all of this, and so I'm really excited to see what it's like. I haven't been inside yet, which has been really hard because I walk past it pretty much everywhere I have to go because it's so close to me. So we're gonna go together and then just spend the day together, like getting coffee and knitting, and then we're going for a roast sort of late afternoon, like for dinner, basically for an early dinner. So yeah, that is really exciting. I'm really excited for that, and I might film that a little bit if they're okay with me filming. So we will see. But yeah, I will talk to you in a little while for you, and in a couple of days for me. Hello. I was about to sit down to edit this video, and then I realized that I didn't really properly finish it, so I thought I would do this now. It is Monday today. You just have seen some footage of what I was up to yesterday. I think, like I said previously, I went and met up with some knitting friends to go to see the new Ginger Twist studio. So Ginger Twist studio is my local yarn shop, and they just moved to a bigger space, and I hadn't been yet, and yeah, it was so nice. I'm so happy for them that they found this space. It is absolutely perfect. They have this much bigger room for all the yarn, and they have a small room with fabrics as well. Now they have a lot of buttons, and it's just really nice to be inside, because while the previous shop was great and like very cozy and all of this, like it was small, and so everything that they had in there was close together, and I felt like maybe it made it a bit more difficult to sort of get a sense of actually what was there and see everything, whereas here, like, it's so much more spacious, so you can really look at each other, not at each other, what? You can really look at everything that's there, and I think they have more stock as well, like more yarn, they have beautiful buttons and things like that, and lots of books, and like I said, fabrics. So yeah, that was great. I'm so happy for them that they got this space, because it's absolutely amazing. It's also really close to the old one, so it's not like people have to go out of their way to another part of town to go to Ginger Twist now. And yeah, so super thrilled for them. And we had a wonderful time just like looking around, looking at all the yarns, looking at all the fabrics and everything. I didn't buy anything because I bought way more than enough yarn that I need for quite a while, but my friends got a few things, like a few buttons, a few bits and bobs, and some yarns as well, and then we just went to a cafe and had tea and cake and just chatted and knitted for a while. I didn't film very much because I don't know, I was just in the moment. I just wanted to spend time with my friends and not shove a camera in their face. So, but yeah, it was a lovely day. And I hope we get to do that again soon. So yeah, that is kind of the end of this episode. Just before I go, I thought I would open, because today is Monday, the third week of Advent, I guess. I thought I would open my week 3 of my Along avec Anna Advent calendar. So these are the little bags again. And then it says week 3. And I haven't looked at this one at all, so let's see what we have. Okay, so we have this little box. 50 ring markers. Let me show you the box. There we go. Keep count and knit on. Oh, those are very cute. They're little, like, you've got, hold on. So you've got like little rings, little hearts, and then little squares, all gold. So there's 50 of them in this box. That's really nice. I always use these little ones. There is a little bag of tea, wild rosehip and hibiscus. Might be nice. I've never tried that. And the yarn, oh, that is a very pretty color, is the jade colorway. I've never tried this one. It's really pretty. And it is a jade color. And it is the merino fingering weight, and then the matching mohair and silk. And yeah, I probably have said this before, I can't remember, but the mohair from Ailbíona is one that I can actually enjoy and find really soft. Mohair is usually very itchy for me, and I really don't like it. And then, oh, the pattern is lovely. Oh, that's very sweet. This is the pattern that came with the mulberry fingerless mitts, with a little bit of embroidery on it. This is very cute. I might actually make this one. Yeah, I think I'll make this one. I don't know when, but it's very lovely. Oh yeah, very happy. It's been really nice not to force myself to knit through my advent this year. I've really enjoyed it. So, and I think I'll be very excited to go back to these yarns later on. And then actually two small things that I wanted to mention before going. One is I got into the test knit group for the Rue sweater by the Crea Bea, which I'm really excited about, and it's the one that I bought yarn in anticipation in Norway to knit it with, and that's my Hillesvag yarn, the Tinde and the Sol from my Oslo video. So yeah, it's all caked up. I've started swatching, but I've only swatched the plain solid part, and I need to swatch the colorwork bit. But right now for the solid part, I'm on gauge, which is really nice. And then, so I'll show you in the next video how all of this turns out. And then, very, very exciting, with the past 2 videos of Vlogmas, a lot of new people joined us, so welcome once again if you are a new subscriber to the channel. And that meant that we have reached the 4,000 subscriber milestone, which is so exciting. Thank you so much. It's all thanks to you. Obviously, it's you can always say oh, number, it doesn't matter, but and it doesn't to an extent, but also from my end, that is one that is part of the information that I have as to well, do people enjoy my podcast? Should I keep doing it? And I enjoy making it, obviously, and that's the main reason why I do it. But as much as I enjoy making it, if no one watches it, then I'm probably not going to continue, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we've reached the 4,000 subscriber milestone, and I think that is very, very exciting, and I'm incredibly happy about this, very thankful. And so I wanted to celebrate by doing a little giveaway, basically. I wanted to celebrate by doing a little giveaway, because it's 4,000, I'm going to pick 4 winners, and each winner will get a stitch marker set from my shop, whichever one you want, that I will stitch and send to them. I think that will be fun, and that will be my way of saying thank you. So if you want to participate in the giveaway, it's open internationally, so wherever you are is fine. The easiest way is for you to simply leave a comment below, so I know that you want to participate. And I guess in that comment, maybe just tell me where in the world you're watching from. That way we can all read through and see where everybody is. I think that's always very, very fun. And yeah, and I will draw the winners, not in my next vlog, because I want to give it a bit of time. But I think I will draw the winners. I will draw the winners in my next podcast episode, regular podcast episode, which I am planning to publish on Boxing Day, or December the 26th, if you don't know what Boxing Day is, if you're not in the UK. So I will announce the winners 2 weeks from now in my next normal podcast episode. I will announce the winners on screen, my voice telling you who the winners are, and then the names written on the screen. I will not come and comment on your post saying you have won. This is not me. So if you have that, which I hope you won't, but if you have that, don't trust it. It's like a bot or something. yeah, so I will tell you on the screen who won, and then I will invite the winners to contact me to give me their details and tell me which stitch markers they want. But yeah, so go ahead if you would like to participate. Leave a comment below. Again, it's open internationally, and it's just my way of saying like thank you, because Vlogmas has been really, really fun for me, and it's also been really, it's helped the channel grow quite a bit. So, you know, and we all did that together. So I think it's fun to celebrate in that way. So yes, I'm starting to ramble again, so I will leave you here, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you again for all the love on the Vlogmas. I have one more Vlogmas video coming to you next week. That will be the last one, and I will see you then. Bye!